Over the last couple years, California's water crisis has grown. I'm Maddie Volmer, your Bakersfield neighborhood reporter. And Congressman David Valadao has announced two new water acts in hopes of taking on these challenges. That's why Congressman David Valadao says he's addressing California's water crisis by introducing two bills in Congress. One is the Groundwater Technical Assistance Act, and the other is the Every Drop Counts Act. The Every Drop Counts Act is aimed to modify small storage to increase the cap size for groundwater recharge projects. Meanwhile, the Groundwater Technical Assistance Act aims to provide funding under the bipartisan infrastructure law that allows the Bureau of Reclamation to provide technical and financial assistance for groundwater recharge projects.
No, both pieces of legislation are basically just mechanisms to be able to help fund more storage for water. Obviously, we don't have wet years every single year, but the years that we do have water, we want to be able to capture and save as much as we possibly can.
The State Water Resource Control Board released a report earlier this month that recommends the subbasin be put on probation because the final plan submitted is still unlikely to achieve sustainability by 2040. Rosedale Rio Bravo Water District says if they get put on probation, that could mean greater costs to the district.
If the state board decides to put us in probation, that means fees to our pumpers, about $20 an acre foot. And so for our landowners particularly, that would be about $1.5 to $2 million per year. And so that money would be going to the state.
Congressman Valadao says that the standards the state does have is difficult to meet.
When the state decides that the plan doesn't meet their standards, the farmers in the water districts get hammered with fines and rules and regulations, and potentially the state will actually take over the process and actually start to manage the groundwater for them. And that would be a worst case scenario for this area because obviously someone up in Sacramento is not going to have the same expertise and insight of as a local water district manager.
Dan Bartel with the Rosedale Rio Bravo Water District wants to add that all districts have been working hard the last few weeks to make this plan possible and that all the bills could be helpful when it comes to getting resources to combating water shortages in Kern County. The hearing for the Groundwater Sustainability Plan goes to the hearing on February 20th. For 23 ABC, I'm Maddie Volmer, your Bakersfield neighborhood reporter.